Outworld Devourer.
So press the attack can remove the Whirling Death attribute loss.
Things are coming out. Solo and Lil, they're on their way. We've got ourselves Mud Golem and Centaur again. The multiple stuns. Ramsey gets initiated on. The dust will trigger. Ramsey's preparing the concoction. Throws it towards Durax. The Shadow Wave is there. There isn't a shallow grave. He didn't save the point for it, but Durax gets invis thanks to the dust. He is revealed, however. Ramsey's on the run. He needs to survive. Hoof stomp out from S4. Double edge available, and he will slice the Enchantress out, but the body block. The Enchantress Crypt is doing the work. Not to mention the concoction from Ramsey's. It'll fly out. A double kill for the safe lane Alchemist. Durax is back. He'll try and work with flying, but the Centaur stomp is there. Mud Golem stomp up in a second too. But it's VP trying to be the aggressors, and they get first blood on the top lane. That Centaur's not even done. The double stuns fly out. Lil does it from the grave, even from the base, I should say. Over Pasha, can Durax get the fist bump in? Yes, he will. No tail. Sharkram's coming off cooldown in a second. Pasha doesn't have press the attack, but he's got duel. Does he want to find it? No tail. Timber changes his way up. Pasha is low. Shadow Word will give him a little bit more life, not to mention the movement speed. He's just trying to juke it around, and he does it successfully. Lil and Solo will both rotate down on Pasha. He's looking for the dual damage. Phase boost will trigger. He's got the movement speed, catching the tree for attack, but now in comes No Tail. Slices him in two, but the damage from No One has arrived as well into the tree line. No Eclipse available. No Tail starts his TP. Will they find him in time? Half a second, 0 seconds, he's out. Meanwhile, in the mid, Ana and
Make this play, that bottom tower would have been in a lot of trouble, actually.
and they're coming again.
Yep.
Pasha's got duel available. They forced up. He'll actually drag it back in. Timber Chain was starting to work, but now No Tail will fall. It doesn't matter about dual damage. It's about controlling the Timber and towards S4. If he can get the concoction off, you go a troll trap. So S4, even if he has Stampede, he can't run away. They commit the goal. They're happy to do this because the pressure into the tier 1 tower is just as important now. Arriving Ana, the weave hit on from Fly. So Lil, they're all losing the armor. Solo upheaval, slowing the attack, and Lil, the sprites, the regeneration, 3 points in it. It works an absolute treat. Now with a Chakram, Lil can't stay in close. The Golem as well. They want to keep it up to continue this pressure. Then Ana, they stay close, living armor under the protection of fortification. Build. He didn't actually finish the S and Y Ramses. He's now got the armlet coming on the courier. 4-staff, No One jumping in on this top lane. That Centaur from Lil is on the way in. S4 stampedes, but the duel holds him under the tier 1 tower. Shallow grave. It will last long enough, so there's no dual damage, but S4 just chasing up the Pasha. Won't be able to do anything but say, well, come at me, bro. I'm dead anyway.
They didn't have any info to go with their OG. Bit surprised that S4 and Fly
No Tail.
This push as 2 heroes.
He's trying to go after Ramses. Chakram damage is decent, and with another Timber Chain available, he's going to miss the target. Ramses preparing the concoction because supporters arrive in the form of No One. No Tail brought down. Ramses will find his third kill of the game. Ana in through the rear. Lil, he actually has the damage if he waits it out perfectly into that impetus. He doesn't have the range, but Ana is dying. Concoction, they need the vision. Fly, no shallow grave. He'll go down as well. Virtus Pro. They're destroying OG on the bottom lane, bringing it to 10-2 in game 5. Sharkram was just used by No Tail to force out the mid lane, so yep, the weave will give the vision instead. That's the power of OG. They had it with the Batrider before. This time it's the power of the Dazzle. Timber Chain forward, looking for the damage with the Chakram. They push him around as No Tail. There's your jump forward, the Hoof Stomp. It connects on the OD. They're going to kill him off. This is a big fight if they can keep the contesting there. The rock will fall from Warlock, combining with the Feather Bonus. Kira creates a little bit more space with the Overgrowth. The damage from No Tail is huge, but not enough. No One is just doing his work. He survives through this. He wants one more hit on No Tail. Solo actually gets the kill because of the fatal bonds. He got hit by the Ancients, and 4 heroes go down for OG, and this will allow Virtus Pro to take Roshan and really the balls of this game into their hands.
All they had to pay for that was the OD buyback. I would imagine they're going to give him the Aegis now as a result of this. Yes,
they do. Ninja.
Nothing on it though, but he did get it. Now Pasha's in an awkward position. He's going to TPing.
There's your duel. Finally, the damage will be there, or will it? No Tail actually keeps the Chakram up, but he's stunned up, and this will allow No One to blink forward. They're going to hold No Tail there, but how much damage have they got? No Tail, Timber Chain, he's Ghost after protecting himself with the concoction from Ramses. It will be able to hit. No Timber Chain away. But while they're fighting there, S4 takes the tier 2 tower up on top lane and adds pressure to the tier 3 tower. Again, OG playing this game of cat and mouse.
They feel like they don't have a
Wants to armlet toggle his way through. Jirax keeping his eyes peeled, sees the golems moving forward. Dust is on the Enchantress. That's the reveal. Concoction flies out from Ramses. Hits on the Dazzle. Living Arm is giving a little bit more light, but 4-star Finn. Okay, Dazzle's got nothing to work with. That OD is just so strong. The Rock in the back lines. They catch out another, and this time it is dual victory damage. Plus 14, Pasha is the winner of the duel. And maybe with these pickoffs, they're actually potentially a winner of the mid lane. They smoke up quickly, but right underneath. Actually, the Divers overall didn't see it, so a hoof stomp forward. They get the double edge off. Will Solo go down, push him up into the hill. In fact, well away from the rest of the Virtus Pro lineup. So VP 42 seconds without actually having Warlock. He doesn't have buyback, and OD burnt his BKB.
So did Troll.
Oh boy. Okay.
It was a trade-off.
So Roshan begins. Troll wants to kill him off as quick as he possibly can. Alchemist preparing. He is the frontline tank. He is the sponge of Virtus Pro that can keep draining himself through Chemical Rage. In he comes. The Chakrams out. The Hoof Stomp's done. Will it be enough? Yes, it is. On top of no one. The charge forward. Notel wants kills. The intelligence, though, is up to 24. And Eclipse is a marble. They'll drop. S4. The Shallow Grave will keep him alive. Jirax got the little bit of space. Remember, he's the one carrying the gem pass. Will duel him up. Bring him down. Notel as well will fall. OG. They're falling apart. The Aegis Immortal will burn. Troll Warlord back into the fight, but Ramses, the stun is available. No BKB available for the Troll Warlord. Lil pounding him down. You have a small chance of victory. Actually, no, you don't. Anna, you're toast. Burnt toast. A little bit further out, remember that BKB is there. S4 needs the jump. But now Alchemist, he runs forward. He's hiding in the tree lines. Concoction, so does Alchemist see him in time? He does! He'll get the Concoction on S4! No one racking up the intel. Sure, Shallow Grave him up. No one will take more. In fact, the imprisonment will kill him. They're already just waiting to watch him die.
He's still not that tanky health-wise.
They're leaving. Jirax, he found a target. The Weave actually gave a little bit of vision, but he wants to punch into Ramses. Jirax doesn't actually get the bash, however. Concoction's preparing the Rock with the Fatal Bonds. Will connect out. Yule Scepter, they're keeping OD out of the fight. And the big root, they're holding him there. But the damage, you'll drop the hammer, but the bash again is still doing its work. No tail, this Timbersaw, he's the man doing the damage until Anna. No, it's a lockdown. You actually have the fight going the way of OG. A buyback will come out from Ramses. Warlock Solo is on the run. Notel won't go the correct direction. But OG, they got the fight they were begging for, they were praying for. Playing up against momentum on that front, and look at OG. They want murder. They feel they've got the advantage. The smoke will break. Lil is revealed, and look at Anna. He's just trying to gun towards whoever he can. Now the duel. It's over on Anna. He didn't get his BKB off the Hoof Stomp plus the Stampede. The time is there. No one. Again, a very ineffective ultimate from him. You brought down the tree, but at what cost? Centaur will fall. Anna needs to do more damage. No one solo. Anna with a double kill. Hold his ground. Randy is bash. He can't get away. Anna is on the run. Notel needs a Shallow Grave. He'll deny himself. The Impetus was chasing him. 100 seconds, however, without the Alchemist. OG have all buybacks available. No Legion Commander either.
He just
look at Jirax's position.
40 seconds.
He waited in the tree line. Now they jump forward. That damage from Notail. Defensive imprisonment from no one. It's committed, and Anna feels it's the opportunity. The Rock will drop. A double stun. Now the BKB. Anna moves in deep. He'll be dueled up. They'll hold him there, but because the E-Blade pop, they can't finish the job. The OD ulti will pop, but it only triggers the Aegis, the Immortal. Legion Commander in the meantime has lost his life. The Yule Scepter keeping Enchantress out of the fight. Anna is the main man sticking to objective-based gaming, trying to bring down this rank. If he can find a hero as well, he'll take that. But Lil, he's finding the damage. S4 triggers off the cheese, has the Shallow Grave as well. But Virtus Pro, they are repelling the invading OG until in comes Notail. The Chakrams will miss once again, but no one. Another defensive imprisonment forced out. The Fatal Bonds will connect him up, making Notail think twice. Back into the bottom lane. Concoction. Alchemist will stun himself. Okay, no one. Again, has to be the saving grace, but while he's down, Anna takes out the bottom melee racks. OG achieve what they wanted once more, and it cost them next to nothing. One ward watching the lane, but around the pit, not a lot to work with. And here comes Virtus.pro into the pit. They start the duel. The rock is decent, but N0tail plus G-Rax, the perfect rooting. The duel. Pasha is gone. Enchantress is gone. They're pushing onto S4. Alchemist needs to do more work, but he can't finish the job. Defensive imprisonment. No one's even part of this fight. Ramses will die. No one will blink up, but 3 heroes down. Only one has buyback. And that's the Alchemist. Roshan belongs to OG, but G-Rax, he's not done yet. He continues the chase, looking towards Solo. The orb damage is also giving the intel steal while pushing up the top lane. They need to create more space. Blink's already been used. Force, TP, the Yule Scepter. No one is stuck. He's trapped. Defensive imprisonment. Blink dagger off cooldown. Right now they know where he's going to go, and N0tail chains him through, cancelling the blink dagger, forcing the buyback already. Virtus.pro on a knife's edge. Did he just grab it and leg it?
Depends what the second rune is. He's
2
hoping
seconds,
for
1
Arcane
second, and it is regeneration, not what he wants. But BT's in.
Here comes Ana.
Yep, he's the man on the front lines. Where is that duel? Pasha's looking for it. In they jump. The duel is out. The orb damage is on Ana. They're going to bring him down pretty low, but the Shallow Grave is keeping him alive. There's all the intel stolen up. They're still fighting, but you've lost the Legion Commander. Aegis Immortal will trigger. So Troll Warlord back to the world living in a second. A quick little push away. No one needs to keep the damage going. He doesn't have the Eclipse. Too many are falling right now, but Virtus.pro, no one back in the fight, but the Holston from S4, he's caught them, 3 down. This could be the enchilada right now. Ana focusing on the racks, he will fall. Lil is doing the work. OG are pushed back. They hold the range racks.
N0tail is going to buy back. He has 14 seconds cooldown on travels. They're going to buy back as well.
They know
have
it's now.
The buyback advantage.
They know it's now.
I can't believe VP held that, but the buybacks are on cooldown. This will be Megas, and more likely the end of the
second rock. He bought Refresher Orb. Screw the Aghanim Scepter. He just needed a second rock. If he can live, he may not be able to. The chakrams are killing him off. N0tail will watch maniacally as Solo has to run back to his fountain, and here they come. Stampede, jump forward, catch out Lil. The rocks will drop, but they just don't have the damage to repel OG. Virtus.pro call it. GG. OG will be claimed for time. Dota 2 major winners here in Kiev. They upset the local team in OG. You would think with that celebration, it was the first time they won a major. But number 4 under their belts. They had issues at DAC. They have overcome them to push through this single elimination.